You know, I've been working on that damn 62 XLCH for the better part of 3 weeks. You know, not 10 hours a day for 3 weeks, but a good part of most days for 3 weeks. And that sumbitch is no closer to going back together again than when I started out. Well, maybe a little closer, but I'm not even to a point where you could bolt the crankcases together. Anyway, point being is I've spent hours and hours and hours. Many hours of video have been shot. Many hours of video editing are left to go, and the engine is not even ready to be bolted together. Anyway, in the last 3 days, well, what brings me here to this is hopefully I could do a video that can be completed in 2 or 3 hours, and a project that could be completed in a couple hours, because I've had this string of bad luck. Like 3 days ago, I was using my caliper over here, with my #1 caliper, and the son of a bitch, I rolled it back, I was measuring something about yay long, and it felt like I was dragging this thing through sand. It was like, holy fuck, what the hell happened to this? So I ended up having to stop what I was doing. I mean, I got other calipers I could use, but I don't like to leave something broken. So I stopped what I was doing, brought it back in my office, and took the son of a bitch apart and managed to actually fix it. And if anybody's interested, I could do a video. Of course, I don't want to screw this up now that I got it fixed. But I know how to get the bezel off, I know how to get the needle off, I know how to get the guts out, and I know how to adjust the preload on the dial so that the needle always goes back to 0. Anyway, that broke. Then this broke. The jam nut in here. Oh, the jam nut here started working loose. And when it did, the shaft started coming out. When the shaft started coming out, it disengaged the ring and the pinion. So I had to take this thing apart, repack it with grease, readjust the ring and the pinion, and fix it. So, you know, that took a while. And then the other day, I walked out to the lathe, and I had to turn something real quick. And this son of a bitch was bound up like, geez, I couldn't even crank the jaws in and out. Well, I got down in there with a, chip brush, and I got the worst of it cleaned out, and I was able to complete what I was doing. But there's a spot here, like right here. Yeah, see, really, really stiff. Really stiff. So, you get past that. Anyway, it's stiff. And the jaws are, say, can't even move it right now. Barely could turn the son of a bitch. You get past the spot, and then it binds up, make a liar out of me. But it was binding up. So anyway, I decided I need, so here it is stiff again. Decided I need to take this apart to work on it. And I had the jaws out. See, it's stiff. There you go. Anyway, I got the jaws out, and it still has a stiff spot right there. So it can't be on the scroll side. It's got to be on the back side where the, these pinion gears engage the back of the scroll. Right there, it's tight. So we're going to take this apart and try to figure out what's going on with it. And this is, of course, a cheap, well, I assume it was cheap, Chinese chuck that came with my Smithy 3-in-1. And it's never worked really, really well. I've had it apart many times, and it's worked much better lately than it has, than it did from the get-go. And I never I've never known what exactly the problem was. I got a couple ideas. I mean, I've done things to it, and I got a couple ideas of what I'm about to do to it. And no, buy a new one isn't in the budget. I don't know, maybe I should buy a new one. This thing's got, geez, I don't know, 3 to 4 thousandths run out on it, which is really pretty horrible. Anything that I need to run halfway through, I got to put in the four-jaw anyway. I got pretty good at taking this apart. When I'm in the middle of doing something, I just don't want to, stop, take this thing off, take it all the way apart, And I don't think I need to take those out. Those are just for locking in the quick release. I've had it apart so many times, I don't have to hit it anymore. So the problem has got to be in here. Right? See, now there's the tight spot right there. It's not this pinion gear. It's not this pinion gear. And it's not this pinion gear. The gears all have backlash and they're free to slide. So something else is binding this thing up. And that's the question. What is the something else? Let's get the pinions out of there. I think I'm going to take these out one at a time and see if it makes any difference. I don't think it will. It still binds up right there. And it's still bound up. So it's got nothing to do with the pinions, and it's got everything to do with the ring gear and the scroll. Why is the scroll and the ring gear binding up? Well, there's some Schwarf in there. Piece of Schwarf over there. Nothing here really looks like it could be a problem. I'm going to go dunk this in a parts washer and I'll be back. Alright, got it all washed off, blowed off. We're going to put it back together, going to see what happens. This is just 30 weight. The hardest thing to do is to drop this gear in there evenly. It's so precisionally fit for a piece of Chinese crap that if you get it the least little bit off kilter, it won't drop in. And you can see right now I got a little bit off kilter. And you don't want to beat on it because that'll fuck it up. I want a bigger hand so I could get fingers in these holes all at once. Oh, God damn. There just ain't a good way to do this. There we go. Is that by itself? That doesn't have a bind in it. Well, there were a couple little pieces of scorf in there, so maybe that's all it took to bind it up. That looks good to me. One of the things I like to do when I put these in is I like to have the flats all oriented the same way, because I'll stick a chuck key in there and I'll use it to turn the chuck when I'm threading something. Well, if the squares are all clocked differently, that means when I go from one hole to the next hole, I'm always doing this. So if I clock them all the same way, once I got the the handle in the right position, it goes goes in the same way every time, which is what I want anyway. Here's one there. And then we'll check it as we go. Nice. And let's check it as we go. Nice. Yeah, let's check the last one. Nice. A little more oil. I got my alignment mark over here. And let's drop around and tighten it up. And let's put some jaws back in there and see what happens. Let's see how he did. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful, that's what I want. And with that, I am out of here. Hey, it's really nice when a project goes smoothly for a change. Really nice when it's smooth. Get yourself a coffee cup, get yourself a sticker, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.